This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next,
Madden 19.
Between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore
Ravens.
With that, let's go to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach
Ray Lewis.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The Raven defense taking the field a few moments ago, and their all-time leading sack man, Terrell Suggs, was firing up the troops. They get set for what should be a good matchup with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Philip Lindsay, he's really been tough to contain first 2 weeks of the NFL season. Not just being talked about in the city of Denver, but really around the league, Charles.
Yeah, his first 2 NFL games, 104 total yards in the opener, 111 in week 2, both of them wins. That makes him the first undrafted rookie in NFL history to log 2 100-yard games to begin his career. Came from the University of Colorado, so he's very comfortable at altitude.
The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And this is incomplete. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
Come on, Carl.
Down to the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article looking for Sanders.
Humphrey.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Humphrey.
At the 24.
Baltimore.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, Flacco to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. They're able to find John Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. First down Ravens as Flacco finds the former Cardinal John Brown. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talked about complementing all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Flacco gives to Allen. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
Ah, you dropped it, you punk motherfucker.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open.
Hey, drop the ball.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much.
What happened, Bo?
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Tucker, fucker.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration.
Look at the backgrounds of these kickers. It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now Case Keenum in the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they're able to get this one across.
I moved Mosley. When they got there, I want to move Mosley.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just.
There wasn't no blocking. I moved Mosley.
For him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, they can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Boy, Humphrey doing his thing. Go ahead, Humphrey. Woo! Humphrey.
So just a lone field goal in this first. Back alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Collins.
Oh, man.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Flacco. Incomplete.
I don't like you, ball. You fucking up, man.
And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was
no defense. Ball and not catching shit. He keep dropping.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Keenan. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's going to get this one across.
Come on, y'all. Come on, Ravens.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. A guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Keenan. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas.
Come on.
46, good enough for the 1st.
Don't let me get you, but boy.
Nice catch right there.
Don't let me get you, I'm telling you.
When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans.
I'm an inseparable.
You're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The flock, baby, the flock!
From the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he will find his man on the outside. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Flacco here on 2nd down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try and run forward with Collins. They're able to convert.
Whoa! Collins!
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up.
He was still on his feet.
Excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Flacco, wacko, wacko, Flacco.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So
I had to get sacked.
Wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line.
I ain't had no run.
Flacco from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this 1st half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, goes to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play.
Yeah.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play.
Yeah.
6-0.
Defense game.
Count at the break.
I'm going to give me a touchdown, I come back.
We check in with Jonathan.
You got 39, I got 44.
Halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and
Woo! What a hit.
This one near the 25, call it the 26-yard.
What a hit. What a hit, baby, baby. Flacco, wacko. Flacco, wacko.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half.
What? He ain't getting no yards. Come on, man.
they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
You make me mad, man.
To the adjustment.
Make me mad.
Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this.
Yeah,
game.
defense.
About it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A big 30-yard play.
All right.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Crabtree.
he got
It's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crabtree the target on that one. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
Oh, and he's not.
Safety!
The push too strong. Be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Killer's been perfect. You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call
Get off,
a set
boy.
and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And it's taken in at the 9. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception...
Come on, Boyle, man. You keep messing up.
It does them no good to go back and
They
say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams
Yeah.
which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in, but the John Gruden era not off to the best start. They're at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in
Where's
franchise
you
history
running
they started 0-2.
Crabtree?
None of the previous 14 times have they started 0-2 and made the playoffs. So the John Gruden era.
Where's you running, Crabtree?
But I do think they're going to improve during the year. I wouldn't rule them out just yet. They might make a little bit of history with their franchise. I think the Steelers and the Browns at 0-1-1, it's an odd record. But the Browns actually feel halfway decent about it. They can fix their kicking. The Steelers, utterly disappointed they're 0-1-1.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0 right now. And a big 32-yard play on third. They go pass again with Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Oh, my. Don't drop balls when I'm passing to you. Yeah, I know. You need it. You need it.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Defense doing everything.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree.
All right, Crabtree.
For Crabtree. It's a first down.
All right, Flacco.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted.
What happened, Crabtree? What happened, Crabtree?
30-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Well, with that incompletion, we've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Crabtree, you stopped running. I don't know why you do that.
You know, it's the first time teams have tied with the score 29-29 in NFL history, so another little oddity that you throw in there. But I think the
that was strong as hell.
Between the Vikings, Packers, and the Steelers, Browns from week 1, kicking. The kicking game got both games really affected in a big way. The Browns could have won, had a field goal blocked. The Vikings could have won, their field goal kicker missed 3. And Mason Crosby, the Packers, made 1. But the Vikings had called timeout. He had to do it again, and he missed. So there you go. 2 ties in the first 2 weeks.
First time that's happened since 1971. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple.
Hush down, crowd.
Because when each side points at the other, hey, you did it, no, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Look, man. Get off me.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They're not through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff?
Come on, you gotta do my play. Come on now.
Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Yes.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Come on, one more.
Territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Gotta score.
To see how it alters
to
what
this
they
game.
decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got.
And he's going to be intercepted the 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
How do you throw over the receivers, man? But they keep intercepting my damn ball.
Get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Come on, Baltimore.
And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe.
Come on, y'all.
There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just
come on, y'all.
Away from busting this open.
Y'all slipping.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
Come on, intersection.
ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Charges the ball free and brings up third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Oh, my Lord. He had too much time.
And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion.
He had too much time. Where was y'all at?
They found the mismatch there.
And that's
What is you doing? Anybody ever touch you?
Because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20.
I gotta score a touchdown to seal this victory. Come on, y'all.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time
they scored a touchdown, now I gotta score a touchdown.
See if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
They fucking you up, white boy.
The drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco. Caught left side to Crabtree.
Yes.
He goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a first down run with Cousins.
Damn, they read that.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4
They read that
yards
play.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Passing play, Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Go ahead, Crabtree. Crab man, the crab man.
They're in the moment trying to burn some clock. Doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want
crab man, the crab man.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Flacco. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Crab man, the crab man.
Another first. On 1st down, Flacco. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because you're
crab man, the crab man.
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time. And
first down. Don't play with me. That was 1st down.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, this is Collins, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
First down, first down.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever
First down, first down.
And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure.
Hey, there.
You're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon.
Ah, he dropped it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Flacco. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Flacco.
Oh, come on, white boy.
Free and brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone,
They hit the shit out of you.
You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
You gotta go for it. Come on, we gotta get an interception, baby. Seal this one.
2-minute warning over. It's twilight time in this one here as we are getting down to the end of this one. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken to the 13. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Come on, defense, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
That is some phony shit, man. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Really nice gain of 25 yards. He's back to throw. Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Left side here, Sanders. And brought down, but not before.
Ravens shit.
25. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
Come on, Ravens, y'all.
Quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Leave him alone.
Not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Budd, and it's third and short. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw is Keenum. And that will be incomplete as well.
One more,
so
baby.
Defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit.
One more.
Drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not
Come on, Ravens. Y'all can do this.
A chance to end it right here.
Desperation time for Keenum on fourth.
He scored.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
He scored.
Wow. I know it's a never say never
Damn it.
situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish the ball.
A score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. They'll try and run with Freeman.
You hit him in?
So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point.
You don't hit him in, you hit him out.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is
this nigga hit him in.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
God damn.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Come on, y'all got to do something.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
We're going to overtime, baby.
So the offensive unit called the TO.
We're going to overtime. Overtime.
5-yard completion.
Come on, Flacco.
Setting to throw. Flacco.
You let him hit me. You son of a...
The Ravens going to use the second.
Oh, my Lord.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
You let him hit me. We lost. That's it.
So the offense takes the timeout.
That's it.
They are back out and ready to rock. Flacco
You let him hit me.
now after the sack needs something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco to throw. And,
damn it, Flacco. You throw an interception, yo.
Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Craig, you don't put your hands out, yo. You make me mad. They came back up and beat me.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee.
I keep losing by 3 points, man.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
You lost by 3 points. Oh no, it hurts, son. I had the lead all game.